Hi there, welcome to Guitar Lesson Lounge. My name is Mark and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Song 2 by Blur. The main riff goes a little bit like this. You want to get a nice clean guitar sound and you're playing power chords on the D string and the G string. Again, using fingers 1 and 4 to hit these two notes. Okay, you know the structure of a power chord where you have a root note and then you have a note that's 1 string and 2 frets above it. Okay, and I'm just striking it twice on the downstroke. Okay, so I'm going down, down, and then I'm just lifting my fingers so I get a bit of a mute, and going, basically just flicking the muted strings. And on the mutes, I actually move down 2 frets to fret number 1. So we've got the same thing. And the mutes give you enough time to move up to the next fret, which this time happens to be fret number 6. So we've got, and then we go back up to, we go up even further to fret number 8. So we've got 3, 3, 1, 1, 6, 6, 8, and then I strike 8 and just quickly slide it up to fret number 10. So I go even 2 frets higher. And that's the riff and the verse, basically. Okay, so you want to really pay attention to keeping this chord, this bar chord, sorry, you want to make sure you can keep this power chord moving around the guitar, moving from fret to fret, without your fingers changing out of the shape, okay? You don't want to slide down to fret 1 and find that's happened and you've spread out, or slide up to 6 and find that they've contracted and you've got them in 1 fret together or anything. So just work on really keeping your fingers rigid as you slide around the guitar. Okay, it often helps to just lift them up very slightly, still on the strings, and then move around, okay? So on this top chord, fret number 10, I'm sliding in, and then I just strike it 3 times with downstrokes. So I've got down, 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 okay? So we've got 3, 3, flick, 1, 1, flick, 6, 6, 8, 10, 10, 10, 10, 3, 3, 1, 1, 6, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so now I'm going to play through it really, really slowly, and I want you to play along. Basically, it comes in on the second beat of the bar, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then we start playing. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, this brings us into the chorus of the song. Now what you want to do is you want to put the guitar in what we call drop D tuning, which is basically where normally the E string, we've tuned it down to sound an octave below the D string. So whilst the E string would normally sound like this, we tune it down 2 frets and it becomes like that. You hear that it's in the same octave, it's the same notes to different octave of your D string you have right here. Okay, it's quite easy to fix with an electronic tuner. Just tune the guitar down until it reads D and try and get as accurate to that note as you can. What this allows us to do is to play power chords a lot more simply. Instead of having to play them like this, we can now play them either with 3 fingers in 1 fret, or we can play 1 finger barred across all 3 frets. A lot of bands do this when they're playing really fast riffs involving power chords because it basically requires a lot less work on your left hand's part if you're just playing with 1 finger as opposed to 3 in some intricate shape of a power chord. So we've turned it down to drop D tuning. Another benefit is that you can get slightly lower chords. Okay, normally we'd have to stop here, but we've been given not 1, but 2 lower power chords. How good is that? So that's what we're going to be using in this song. That's why we detuned it for this. Now you want to add a fair bit of distortion. And we're starting off playing a power chord on fret number 3. And it's very similar to the first riff, okay? Very similar indeed. We've got 3, 3, 1, 1, 6, 6, 8, 10. It's basically the same riff, but now we're playing it as drop D power chords. Okay, so it's all done with finger 1, 2, 3, or a combination of 3 fingers, whichever you're most comfortable with. Okay? So there you have it, they're the 2 components that make up Song 2 by Blur. We've got a nice clean riff, and we've got a heavy distorted counterpart to it. Put them together and you can quite easily make up the entire song. So there it is. I hope you have a lot of fun with it. I hope you learned some new techniques about power chords and about drop D tuning. And it should be very good for getting your picking hand into practice because it's mostly downstrokes. Okay, downstrokes combined with the muted flicking, which has the upstrokes in it. And that's it, that's the whole song.